Hello and welcome to Keiho's Junkyard, and in today's video, we're going to be getting this 79 Lincoln Continental running again, hopefully. Now let's just have a little overview of this car, and this is my first time seeing it in the day. This is my dad's car. He found it on Marketplace, of course, and it was delivered here yesterday. I have to say, this thing's pretty dang clean. Only paid $1,800 for it. That's a lie, 19. Still. I don't know if that's clear coat or like it's been repainted. It's about the only rot I see on the vinyl. It is a little messed up inside by the rock enthusiast. First of all, quarter window's gone. The seats are nice. Seats are pretty dang nice, but then the headliner, dome light's messed up, and then the back panel is not there. Then this is a starter button. So yeah, somebody's been in here. But 125,000 original miles. That could be better. Put some tape around the striker. And a 400 small block Ford. Small block, big block. I think they're part of the big block family, but come on. Oh, those are a little wonky. Okay, I'll hold it. But yeah. Somebody has been in here that is not the original Ford blue. I see the oil pan's even blue. Smog pump. Carburetor looks decent. So apparently it did run once upon a time. Didn't they all? I don't think it'll be that hard. Oh, look at that. Aluminum radiator from eBay. Wow. Oh, no. Oh no, what is that? Oh, they put a micro guard on it. Ew. Ew. Man, I want to repaint those valve covers so bad. Everything they painted that shit blue, it's two different blues. This is darker than that. What the hell? Anyways, I don't believe that this will be that hard to get running again. So, what me and Dad are dealing with now is somebody has just fucked this solenoid up. I mean, at least cable-wise, like, shit here, those two right there, this, like, everything's disconnected, and look at all this. We'd never do this, never have done this before. And the ignition switch. So, we're gonna have fun.
That was bad. It ain't cooking out. What was that?
It was ice.
Oh, you bitch. Fucker. I'll be a son of a bitch. Now it won't do nothing. What happened? Son of a bitch. What happened? I'll bet that solenoid's bad. I bet you. Like I say, this car is battleship gray, so I won't have no trouble getting paint for it. It is. It's battleship gray. Fuck. Nope, we're not getting anywhere. You know what? I think the solenoid's bad. I kind of remember this fucker. Why did I put it in there? I don't know. Son of a... Now watch. It's working.
Keep going. Wow.
Battery's going down. Now we got to figure out. Go in there and hit that starter button.
Let me turn the ignition, or this button. Nothing. Jesus Christ.
Very good shot. Probably more than that, but it's on. Try it again.
Battery's dead.
Yeah, give her another shot. Go in there and hold the pedal down for a second. Yeah, it's down too far now. of a bitch. That's the coil.
Oh, I know. Trina's the same way.
Come on, I bet this fucker. Little starter fluid. What'd I do here? Yeah, that's wrong. I'm about out of starter fluid, but you bitch, it's right in the way. That's a motor.
Yeah, that sounded pretty damn good.
That's a motor, buddy.
Wow.
One more shot. That's a motor.
So he is working on the ignition. I am in here working on the shifter. So that's P, R, N, D, 1. And what? 2 and 1. Okay, so yeah. 1, 2, D, N, R, P.
Oh, you fucker. Whoever put these ends on didn't know what they were doing.
So it turns out, up until I put the vice grip on the shifter, we were running it in gear. So it doesn't have trans fluid, which hopefully is just because it was sat inside for a long time and it leaked out. But we're going to put the cooling system back on it next so we can put gas up to it, let it run, and hopefully drive it. Yep. Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Restored. Yep. Uh-huh. Trying to make sense of these 40 brackets is kind of tough, but I figured out the power steering at least. Nobody, and I mean nobody, has any pictures of these engines in these cars. I don't know if they just didn't make many, but I'm hard-pressed to find information about this thing. But we'll at least get this on right quick and then move to the alternator. Well, we got some hardware. Some bolts for the pulley, threaded rod, because the bolt that was going through here was bent and severely rusted. So we should have this done this morning, but in the meantime, I'm gonna work on these doors. See, this is how it closes before. Just real sloppy, you see. It's got a bunch of room. You really have to like force it to close the right way. So what I'm gonna do is put a bunch of electrical tape around this striker here, and it should firm that up quite a bit. I'll show you the result. All right, we're taped up. Let's see the difference. Look at that, every time. Perfect. Got to do the rest of the 3. I already did this one. And then they'll all close. It'll feel like much less of a shit box. This is probably the worst of it. Like a bank vault.
I think I'm gonna have problems with clamps.
Progress report. Got the alternator, water pump, power steering, everything hooked up. But we did have to order the radiator hoses for it because the bottom one was a flex pipe and it just wouldn't fit over the water pump. And then this one is pretty bad. You can see it's ballooning and mushrooming out the bottom. But and then this little bolt or nut for the power steering pump. Also, there's an extension that goes from the front of this pulley to the fan that I'm gonna have to order too. But we're right there. All right, we got new radiator hoses. It's only 35 bucks. Gonna take the old one off, put them both on. We also got the bolt, the nut. Damn it, I do that every time. The nut, and then replaced it, whatever. So it's gonna be a couple days before we really run and drive it because still waiting on that extension. But once we get that, we'll drive it. Well, they're on there. This bottom one was a bitch. And I don't think that's gonna hold, but he said it's just fine. So it must be fine. Somebody forgot to put the drain plug back in it, and it's gone. We found out the hard way. All right, so Dad's going to get a drain plug for this from the hardware store. I just put a couple quarts of trans fluid in it. I saw something that I didn't like when I was putting this hose on, and it's right down here. That is kinked. That's a trans cooler line. I hope it's not kinked enough to where it would be a restriction of flow and mess some things up, but I don't know. Let's just hope that we have a transmission here. The fluid was a little dark. It smelled a little burnt, but that doesn't mean it's bad. It's just got some miles on it. Maybe not as much maintenance as it should have through the years. I've seen a lot worse that still drive, so I'll be back. I bought something very useful on Amazon. It's this. It is a bolt gauge. We just used it to try and find the size of the drain plug. It was a 14 mil by 1.5. So you just thread it in there. In our case, it was a bolt. You know, it tells you what size you're going to need to go to the hardware store and pick up. Same thing with the nut, and it's got fine, metric, coarse, everything you'll need. So this is a lifesaver. It was only like $20, $30, so definitely worth it. Well, somebody didn't tell me they were home, and they started it. It has no exhaust. Forgot to mention that. It's cut off right at the downpipe. Still be low. We can check it while it's running. A bunch of trans fluid later. Power steering works. Hey! It moved. Okay, we have a transmission. Man, I was getting worried. It is just really fucking low, I guess. Hope you guys saw that. It did move. It did move, yeah. I saw it. Well, because when you cycle through the gears, it sucks more of it into those gears. That's not a good way of explaining it, but you know what I mean. It just needs some more. Yeah, maybe it was worth doing now. This thing's been an ass ache. Got brake lights too. Loads right down. Yeah, this thing's been a little bit of an ass ache, but look at that. Look at that. Let me move my car. Winking at us. Good first drive. We get that spacer on the fan, we're good. We can go up down the road with her. Well, how was it?
Damn good.
Damn good. You heard it here.
I'll tell you what. There's the grant. And these are perfect. Now this one of them was short. You might have got That's all three.
Nice, beautiful. 40 mile an hour. God damn, ride the fucking cloud.
Yeah.
I'm not going any farther because this fucker's gonna run out of gas.
Yeah, it's a good first drive.
I know it's gonna run out of gas.
Wow.
50 mile an hour. Quicker than shit. What makes that gas pedal so hard to get?
Good first drive. But now we have a hose that's leaking. Of course, when you have 500 hoses going to the engine, surely one's gonna leak. So we're gonna draw that up, put some exhaust on it, repaint all this shit, and drive it again.
No blow-by at all. No blow-by.
No more leak.
That's a great engine.
New discovery. Throttle linkage bracket and the cruise bracket. We're chilling here the whole time. So, gotta find bolts for them. Fixed. Today is the day we're finally Finally painting these ugly ass valve covers the right way. Well, the valve covers are painted and ready to come in here, but before I do that, I just wanted to mention that she's seen some water. The underside of the valve covers were kind of milkshaky, and these push rods are a little rusty, but besides that, there's not much sludge. I mean, yeah, it's brown, dark, but I mean, there's not much sludge, so I'd say it's still a good engine so far. These were just completely RTV'd on here, just gooped to high hell. So don't do that. Just a little thin layer on one side. That's all you need. Looks so much better. My God, it looks so much better. Looks normal again. There's something very special in this package. Ta-da. For that air filter, it's gonna make it look a lot better. Well, there it is. It's far from perfect because it's not the right size, so I had to take some like little pie cuts out of it, but from far away, you just pop the hood, you're not gonna really care. So, well, there it is. From back here, you can't tell. I mean, maybe if you stare at it for a long time, but maybe I'll order the right one eventually, but for now, it's whatever. And this is where it sits. It's good enough. It's not perfect, it's not done, but it runs, drives, and stops. And that's a lot more than it was doing for the past 20, 30 years of its life. So, it's done. You will probably see this thing again, because once I get this Torino done, we'll probably be at some car shows together. So, if you like what you see here, if you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. I'm going to be very active, or at least try my damn hardest to be as active as I can this summer. Getting everything around here done. Fucking everything. I mean, I got a transmission to rebuild. You know, this is pretty well done. I got the Torino to button up. The Riviera is giving me a little hell. What else is back there? I got to finish that S10. Might be selling my daily. Getting something better. Where the fuck? Oh, we're back this way. A monster truck, and I have a van. So I have a lot to do, and I'm gonna do it, I promise. So if you like what you see, if you want to see that, stick around, and it'll be here. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.